Oh, and just for the people who need to hear this, yeah, you know how they love to start their videos off with, I don't know who needs to hear this. It's all indirect communication to the people that they're stalking and mirroring. These are all videos and content based on surveillance abuses and voyeurism. Just imagine that. A whole network of women who produce abuse apologia so that they can be perceived as high value. So anyways, their obsession originally came with the 2012-ish run-in where I was pilloried by Lipstick Alley and some of the women on that board who were coming to the defense of a self-professed male feminist. And obviously this is a Black women's forum, as I've said before. Yes, people can misrepresent themselves, but it is known as a Black women's forum. There are Black women there. The majority of the content on the board is produced by Black women. So that is a cognitive space of Black women. And here comes this biracial male from Sweden who was attempting to be the leader because his claimed authority was that of a male feminist. I wasn't having it, okay? The things that he wanted to talk about, gender and sex, affect my life. It's part of the reason why I was targeted, and why I was targeted in this manner to project rejection on me, so that I could feel what these confused males and other confused people feel about themselves. But what I was talking about on the board was self-awareness, accountability, knowing conflict resolution, how to actually discuss controversial topics so that you can progress understanding. And this man was saying that my words were violent. I beg to differ, sir, because violence is violence. You see all this stuff that you're doing and the things that you do when you enter the physical world of the people that you stalk, that is violence. Me calling you an idiot or the things that you say idiotic is not violence. It's the fact that you take it from words to action. You people, when you talk about manifesting, you always leave out the action and think it's just about thoughts. No, it's about what you do, okay? The action, the behavior. And your behavior is psychotic. Your actions are psychotic. Your behavior and action is violent. Alrighty? That's the big difference mainly between all of these people, is that they're so delusional. They think your words are more impactful than them entering somebody's physical life to bring real world violence on them. And they feel entitled to that because they're butthurt about what you say online, your opinions. And this is the crew that was running around claiming to be social justice warriors, right? And then the alt-right jumped on board because they're pissed off about me studying information warfare or semiotics or anything that has to do with cognitive science or anything that has to do with philosophy, because this is the horseshoe theory in action. They all revert back to into each other, Ouroboros or whatever. They eat each other, right? The snake that eats itself. So it doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum or, dichotomy you're on, they all circle back into each other, and they're all laundering sort of the same undercurrents or projects in the background. So this male feminist came on the board, attempted to cognitively dominate me, was attempting to speak negatively about other board members. And when I decided to speak up and I wouldn't follow his lead in thought, he decided to pile on and start assassinating my character, which is why I was speaking through the fourth wall to the audience or to the people that were reading, because he was attempting to garner support and garner people to bandwagon and to target me, which is how Sam Vaknin's research on narcissistic personality disorder entered that conversation back in 2012, and why now they've circled back around to multiple perpetrators stalk me and project narcissistic abuse on me based on the script they've pulled from that thread or gate and turned into an NLP. Because I basically did some analysis on this man and the whole conversation and experience as I was going through it, and provided real world knowledge on what it feels like to be narcissistically abused through word, through the social dynamics of a forum. And this is before cancel culture was really going big and people were claiming that they were being canceled on the right, which is why I had some sympathy for people like Jordan Peterson, because I had already been through that experience on my own, and I wasn't somebody that could run to the alt-right media and say, hey, give me a contract, give me a job, please make sure that I'm not economically sabotaged like all of the alt-right did when they felt like they were being